everybody, and welcome to the monthly Food RX with Produce for Kids. This month's Food RX is something that's going to protect you against cold and flu season, elevate your mood, and basically contribute to your overall wellness. I know you're curious what it is. My name is Jessica. I'm a physician assistant and certified culinary medicine specialist. I'm also the founder of Eat Your Way to Wellness and the host of the Produce for Kids Food RX. So what is it? This month's Food RX is Eat More Probiotics. Now you may think you have probiotics on lock, but we're going to go through some facts that you need to know. First of all, what's a probiotic? You might be curious as to what that is. A probiotic is a beneficial organism, so it's bacteria, viruses, parasites. These organisms live in our body and on our body, and they contribute to the main network called the microbiome. So when we think probiotics, think good things, good organisms. They all live symbiotically and improve our health. You may also have seen the term prebiotic. Now, prebiotics are in a lot of supplements, a lot of health foods, and some people are purchasing these separate prebiotic supplements. Don't do that. Prebiotic food for the probiotic organisms, that's what it is, it's the food, is basically fruits and vegetables. So the USDA recommends you fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables. This is just one more reason to do that. So colorful fruits and vegetables with lots of vitamins and fiber, that's prebiotics. You don't have to go buy a separate supplement. So there you go. Don't say I never told you anything. We're going to talk a little bit about how probiotics can benefit our health, where you can get them in your diet, and then we're going to talk about some things that kill your probiotic stores and you may want to consider. First of all, what do they do for our health? Well, they do a whole lot. And if you go to the produceforkids.com/foodrx webpage, you're going to find a whole blog post that I did on this. Lots and lots of healthy, beneficial functions of probiotics. But here are a few highlights. For kids specifically, they did a study in New Delhi and they took 100 kids aged 2 to 5 and they gave them probiotics for 6 months. As compared to the control group, the group who ate the probiotics had less outbreaks of diarrhea and less cold and flu symptoms. That's pretty cool. They did a similar study with infants and they found that those infants had less colic-like symptoms. So parents, listen up, give your kids probiotics. Probiotics can also increase your mental acuity, elevate your mood, help you digest all of your vitamins and nutrients, and can even help with bowel issues like IBS and lactose intolerance. So again, there are so many other things that they do. Go ahead and check out that webpage for more information. Let's talk about now where you get them from. So you can get them from supplements. There are some things to consider with supplements though. The probiotics in supplements tend to only stay in our systems for about 2 weeks as compared to the probiotics that we eat. So you should know that. And you should also know that by the year 2023, the probiotic supplement industry is going to be a $69 billion with a B dollar market. So that means it's becoming more commercialized and there's more possibility that you're going to get artificial colors and flavors and additives to your probiotic supplements. So it is so important to review what's in your supplement and review it with someone who's professional, like your healthcare practitioner. So that's what I have to say about supplements. Let's talk about food sources. I always tell my clients that even if you are taking a supplement, diversify the amount of bacteria and organisms that you're getting. So switch up your supplement every few months or incorporate some foods that are rich in probiotics. The first one I want to talk about is apple cider vinegar. You want to make sure you're getting it organic with the mother. The mother is that sediment that you can see at the bottom of the bottle. Just shake it up, pour it over your salads, mix it into dips or dressings, and that's how you eat apple cider vinegar. Fermented vegetables, sauerkraut, pickles, kimchi, all of these things are rich in probiotics. I always tend to get the ones near the refrigerated or deli section. They tend to have less additives that I've noticed than the ones in the aisle. And just a note, pickles tend to have yellow dye because you know that yellowy green color of pickles. It usually comes from a yellow dye, an artificial dye. Just be aware. Turn over your labels and read. You can also get probiotics from dairy, fermented dairy or aged dairy. So aged cheeses, fermented dairy like yogurt or kefir. They also come from the plant-based yogurts as well. So if you have a dairy intolerance, you can eat the plant-based versions. And kombucha, which is a fermented tea drink. Now, because it's a drink that's fermented, just like the adult beer and wine, there is a little bit of alcohol in kombucha. So just if you're under 21, be aware of that. Or if you're giving it to your kids who are under 21, be aware of that. So now we know what probiotics are, what they can do for our body, where they come from. Let's talk about things that destroy probiotics. So we're getting into cold and flu season. You may think that you need an antibiotic every time you're not feeling well. This is not the case. So certainly discuss it with your practitioner. And if you need an antibiotic, take it, but it will kill not only the bad organisms that are making you ill, but also your good probiotic organisms. So if you don't need it and your practitioner says just, supplemental care, just supportive care, don't be angry. Just realize they're doing the best thing for your health. The other thing is antibacterial gels and surface cleaners. If you're handling certainly something like raw meat, raw fish, you want to make sure that you're using an antibacterial surface cleaner for your safety. If you work in an area like a hospital or school where you're constantly in contact with germs, that makes sense. Go ahead and use that antibacterial gel. But try not to get in the habit of using soaps and gels that have antibacterial chemicals because it disrupts your microbiome and it's chemicals. So maybe an alcohol-based item. And if you need a tip as far as what products I use, just shoot me a DM here on Instagram. It's Eat Your Way to Wellness, Jess. Going alongside that antibacterial personal care products, be aware that pesticides and herbicides in the prebiotic fruits and vegetables can also disrupt your microbiome. So making sure that whether you're buying it conventional or organic, you're washing your fruits and vegetables. I do a 50-50 water white vinegar mix, let everything soak for about 20 minutes and then rinse it off and you're good to go. If you want more information, as I mentioned, head to produceforkids.com/foodrx. There is a lot more information that I've written and resources for you to check out some more information on probiotics. And not only are we getting into cold and flu season, we're getting into football season, and we're getting into back to school season. Some people are already there. So check out the Produce for Kids Instagram page. They have a Power Your Lunchbox campaign that they're running now, and there are tips and recipes and ideas for back to school lunches that can keep your kids nice and healthy. And hey, parents and adults, you can use those tips too. So thanks for joining me on the Food RX Live on the Instagram page for Produce for Kids. If you unfortunately missed it, then you're probably catching this on the Instagram TV, and I will see you every first Sunday of the month. Next month, it is the beginning of October, and we're talking about foods that can help prevent cancer risk. So thanks for tuning in. Happy Football Sunday, everybody. I will talk to you next time. Bye.